Hi everyone, this is another Ragecast. I've got Reza here. Reza, how you doing?
Hey guys, hey Stas.
Hey, let's start this game in 3, 2, 1, unpause, 6, 7, 8. See on Axis, we've got Unlimited playing defensive, we've got Hollow also playing defensive, and we've got Brother Glacius with no doctrinal units. What do we got for allies?
We have Keon dropping his first commando glider very far up. We've got Nick playing his patented 2 Croc start. And then we have a bunch of infantry coming out from Otto.
Yeah, that double croc start seems
Keon
really
already
situational.
It is very situational. That rifle squad probably has stickies on it.
He needs to rely on his allies for
You can already
anti-tank.
see Keon being very aggressive with his commandos.
Yeah. He wants to make sure he gets that central area in that core, sort of like park. Personally, I love the trench. The trench is my favorite part of this map. Just love taking it, putting up some wire. Auto 1 Saxony has a very stock standard sort of British start. Whereas Halloween's got KCH.
Yeah, it's fairly defensive. I don't see him being able to attack up the middle like that.
No.
Press that again, I'm likely to gonna lose that unit.
Brother Glacius is
They're
actually
getting
PE. And he's got a Pack 38, which means he's tank hunters. Unlimited's taking the trench, he's put up an MG. I'd like to see him put some wire down so they can't just walk straight into the trench, but that's fine.
Yeah, it looks like the allies were not able to get anywhere near enough forces there. I think due to Keon's spread out start.
Yeah, he could have actually done it very well if he had just put some units maybe in Bren carriers and rushed them up. That might have worked.
Yeah, I find the glider start a little bit difficult to pull off.
Let's see, the Crocs are going to move in, but they don't have any support, and they're smoking, but I don't think they'll do that much.
Yeah, that looks like a bad idea. There's a bunch of Shreks. It's 3 Shreks in a pack. And he's currently unsupported. Otto is following up way too late. I don't see this going well. There's 2 packs now.
Pack needs to start shooting. But the main thing is that MG is still there, and I think he's dropped some smoke using rifle nades.
That MG will not die right now.
Also, I find it funny he's moving up 17 pounder when they haven't even seen any AT.
17 pounder should not be there either.
That Croc is benefiting from the fact that Hedge is there, but the Shreks aren't gonna be worried about that. Oh, he squished that.
Oh, so close. Nice,
yeah.
Good squish.
I thought that mortar would kill the Croc.
On the left, just a general engagement, but no real pushing.
No. Halloween's KCH just got bounced by this Piat squad. They just destroyed it.
Yep. Wow, that was in the end. I think that Croc, the double Croc start, was pretty destructive.
It's destructive, yeah.
Unsuccessful because it was unsupported.
Seems like it took out 2 Shrek squads and 1 Shrek squad, and 2 are down to 1 man.
Yeah.
Pack can be recruited. I wish you just put up some wire. You can really just hunker down there.
I've noticed that a lot of people don't really make use of the free sandbags and wire.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate, because that's quite strong.
And the best thing is if you put sandbags in between that small area, you can't be crushed very easily, so it's better than putting wire sometimes. Rifles picked up the Panzer Strike.
On some engineers and rifles. I'm not quite sure what he's going to do with that, considering that's not a terribly good assault force.
And these British troops
have brought on some more.
Yeah, Unlimited's brought on the second MG, which is really powerful.
Right?
They're trying to attack the trench again, and again they're just going straight from the front. Like, what do they expect is going to happen?
My issue with this attack is that not really doing it with any sort of assault infantry.
No. And Artie's coming down.
Don't count, and all the rest are just rifles.
Also, if you're going to do that,
really good defensive officer barrage.
Yeah, and also if you're going to attack a position, send 1 rifle squad just to poke around and take the MG's attention, and then move in from different sides with the other squads. Don't just send all your troops down one side. That's wow. That KCH man last man just got. He jumped in the air so high after being hit by a mortar. Poor dude.
Yeah, Piats are surprisingly good.
They're borderline anti-infantry weapons.
Yeah. Helps make up for their relatively low AT damage.
And medic bunker is up from Brother Glacius. Oh, sorry, Brother Glacius is not
Allies
P.
already being forced back away from the center of the map.
Yeah, it's not a good sign. And what does Dr. Nick bring out? 3 rifle squads. I hope he's not going to run them into one MG all at once.
This is an odd strategy. I'm not sure why he keeps doing this. The first time didn't work. I don't see this time going that well either.
They brought down a supply crate. Is that the one that heals airborne and
They
stuff?
still haven't found an answer for that one machine gun. Yes, that supply crate is very good.
I saw Top using it in a match recently. I've never seen it been used before since I've come back to the mod, and it looks interesting. It's a bit derpy when you think about the fact that, you know, you have a triage, so why do you need that as well? Stuka's out from
I think the main
Unlimited.
benefit is that you can drop it so quickly
Yeah.
without having to commit 160 munitions.
How much does it cost?
I'm actually not sure.
CCS is also coming up, and a Stuka's out from Unlimited. Just one.
Auto bringing on some more infantry with rifle knights and an LT. Still not seeing assault infantry. I'm still not quite sure how they're going to take this trench, if at all.
But they have assault infantry. I mean, the
Especially with,
closest they have
two machine guns.
the closest they have is like commandos and Nick's airborne.
I'm not sure that Keon has commandos. He has 2 Bren squads. 3 Bren squads and an MG.
Brother Glacius is quite happy to just sit where he is currently. Kine doesn't really seem too worried about pushing up.
Yeah, I feel like Keon's really playing into Brother Glacius's.
Is it Kayun or Keon?
I actually have no idea.
I thought we said
That's the way I
Kayun.
said it.
True. What does he say? I mean, I know he doesn't talk, but what does he...
I don't think he's. I don't think he's ever said it. So
He doesn't
unfortunately,
mind.
We don't know.
We have no canon name for Kayun or Keon. Holy shit, that's 4 rifle squads. They are just going to mass a lot of infantry and rush at this MG.
So he's doing the blob strategy, but without any med tents to support it.
That MG's down, but I'm pretty sure they had a second MG. And the... Oh, Adi's coming down.
Firestorm going down. He needs that LT needs the heroic charge out. Oh,
More Adi, holy
that's bad.
shit. How much off maps do they
Very
have?
bad.
I mean, it would have been awesome
Oh,
if
that's
they had...
another defensive officer barrage.
Yeah.
That's 2 defensive officers on map.
Yeah, one from Hollow, one from Unlimited. And only 1 rifle squad really survived from that attack, which is kind of crazy. I kind of wish they had
And
put
you
some
can see
wire.
already this attack is over, even though there's still units there.
It's just... They just threw
Yeah,
away a
no,
whole bunch of manpower.
That was pretty hideous.
And there's just this lieutenant with an LMG being a badass right now.
And there we go. LMG back in Axis hands.
I don't really see the allies coming back from this. This start hasn't been
officer
good.
has 17 kills.
Holy crap.
I'm sorry?
I said I just don't see allies coming back from this, like... Airborne coming down? Is that airborne? On the trench? LOL.
I'm not sure.
See,
Likely.
that's what they needed in the attack, to drop that down before they attack. There was no need for the rifles, really. The rifles didn't do much.
Oh, that's the airborne's way too late. I'm not sure about this timing. This timing's very suspect.
And the Oswin, if it just been there before they had dropped, my god.
Oswin is just in time to...
And see, the thing is, they have the airborne now, but they have nothing to support them.
This is actually the most successful attack they've had.
Yeah, but they've got nothing to support them. They've just got other airborne squads. They don't have any AT guns.
No, Otto was fairly... lost
This-
a lot of his stuff.
And Kayun just seems to be
think as well.
faffing around in the left.
Kayun is playing commandos and yet is playing very statically. Oh, chasing down that officer.
They're gonna get it. Yep.
No, he's too scared of the Oswin. He won't chase on the road. I got it.
And that's more Adi?
They really...
Oh, this game has got a lot of off maps.
That looks like a registered.
What does the observation post do? I don't really remember.
You just put it down and it holds the sector and gives you
That's
a little bit
cool.
of line of sight. there's a Panther term on the far flank.
Yeah,
Rarely
I'm not
see those
too
sound
sure. I'm really not too sure about Brother Glacius. I feel like he needs to move up. Duke is coming down.
Glacius is not advanced in this entire game.
Did some good damage to these airborne squads. Rush.
Yeah, Nick charging MG, forcing a lot of casualties.
And Nick just dropped 2 satchel charges on this Panther Tome. But one seems to have missed its mark. Oh, took it out.
Yeah, it looked like the second one landed on the tip of the barrel.
Yeah.
I'm just really wondering why he didn't do this airborne drop with some of his rifles in that original attack.
Yeah, he could have done with one rifle squad.
That would have been actually a really good.
Yeah, one rifle squad plus those airborne would have been much better than just the rifles by themselves or just the airborne by themselves. It's by your composition of forces, not so much how much you have.
How fast he was able to take it, it seems like he could have supported himself much better by capturing support weapons during the attack rather than afterwards.
And Otto von Saxony is capturing the MG42. That's going to be super useful. The trench is now definitely contested. Neither side has it. But it seems to be very, how should I say, just very stock standard. Like, you're seeing rifles and Tommy squads from the Allies, and you're seeing Volks and MGs from the Axis. Neither side's really willing to bring on armor currently to try and make a decisive push.
No, and unlimited bringing on Grenadiers, Volks Grenadiers, and another MG. Playing this very slow, very defensive.
Another officer out on the field.
Brother Glacius, though, 2 KCH squads. May be trying to do something. And Keon's flank is pretty weak, I would say.
Yeah,
even if he was able to reposition that MG.
Yeah, it's just the MG.
You'd have difficulties.
Bren gun would be good. 17-pounder's kind of in an awkward space, I think.
25-pounder's now up.
That'll be super
Maybe
useful.
able to do something, considering how static this game has been.
Especially the number of bunkers, and that mortar from Halloween is up to 14 kills.
There we go. KCH are now trying to turn Keon's flank.
He's being wary. He knows how much they cost, and the fact that if they get pinned, he's kind of screwed because he's got nothing to support them. Because just the KCH by themselves, the pack isn't moving up with it.
Yeah, he hasn't moved any other infantry up to support. If he had an MG, or if he definitely had an MG with the KCH, he would be able to push much further.
Not bad, but the only good thing is he's been able to notch the capping zone, so now it's about equal.
Brother Glacius needs to get into cover relatively soon, even though
I mean, the
KCH have
KCH...
some suppression resistance. He's going to be wearing it out soon.
I hope he's got... Oh, Cancer Shot did nothing!
Oh, his pack has not been moved up. That Stuart will have a good time.
He's got Faust. That might save him. No.
Looks unlikely.
KCH are really the best unit in the game. They're awesome. Oh, look at that Artie coming down on those... on that MG and the 17-pounder. Oh my god, and that repairing squad that killed so much just now. That just took out...
Oh, that was...
Beautiful.
That was pretty nasty.
That was
Those 280mm rocket barrages are really, really strong.
Wasn't paying attention, you could probably have moved some of that stuff out. It just warns you people, don't blow up your
Everyone
stuff.
trying to skirmish in the middle.
Especially your support weapons.
Mm-hmm. Allies have a surprising lack of MGs, leading them to be unable to control these KCH.
I think, for me, it's just that the Axis don't have a lot. Like, when you look at what they have, on paper, the Allies have way more. They could be doing a ton of damage. Like, there's really nothing defending these positions apart from, like, a couple of MGs, and really only one pack. Maybe 2 packs. Like, an MGs, you just, like, I don't...
It seems like they're not communicating terribly well.
No, they're just operating independently, and each side is doing whatevs. And I don't know about you, but I find dealing with an MG in a building, the easiest way is not to actually mortar it out, but to smoke it, and then rush up with nades or something, or flamers.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like they have any.
Stuka's ineffective.
Rifle nades from afar.
They're preparing for another push on that trench. I think. Keeps going back and forth. Nick seems...
They need to commit to something
Yeah,
and attack together.
and I'm not sure
It's
what
been
Nick's
fairly
waiting
obvious
for.
that Brother Glacius will stay on one side of the map.
We're starting to see some heavier stuff from Halloween. He's brought on 2 Volks, but also 2 Panzerschreck Grenadiers. And a Stug is out from Brother Glacius.
Unupgraded Stug, though.
No Scuds. Or MG42? No.
Oh. The Stug MG42 is actually very good.
It is.
But if you just look at the Allied lines, if any sort of attack was made by the Axis, they would realistically be able to push through.
And really, that was the opposite 2 minutes ago.
Allies
2 minutes ago, the Allies had a better chance of really pushing through. And they didn't take the
But
opportunity.
they lost too much.
Seeing a
No, they
Minigun
lost
from
any
Unlimited.
sort of momentum once the arty came down.
Used to play defensive. I've never ever played defensive with any kind of enjoyment. But how is the medic? Is it a decent unit?
Which medic?
The
Wehrmacht?
defensive Wehrmacht medic.
I don't actually have very much experience with it. I have seen the bunker ability, which has been pretty cool.
Oh, is that where it
Where it
heals?
basically becomes a CCS.
Cool. And is it timed? Or is it just continuous?
I think it's timed. It's activatable.
You're seeing a Tetrarch out on the right hand side. That pack needs to turn.
You can still see Nick's units very scattered. No
Yeah.
real effort at an attack.
Yeah, he's got out a bunch of Pathfinders, and I'm not really entirely sure what he intends to do with them. They're not going to stand up to Grenadiers. Unless they got nades.
Keon is pushing the middle with a small group of infantry, as is Otto, but no assault infantry at all. No commandos. I'm very surprised at lack of commandos.
All 3 players are converging on these Grenadiers from Halloween, and they're just getting toasted near the trench. Yeah, Tetrarch is going for the Stuka, but just got killed by the pack.
But it's not able to make it.
Left side is completely open. The Stug is just going to go after the 17 pound and might actually get it. If it had an MG42,
If
they
the
have
Slug does, then that'll be very bad for them.
Yep.
They have no other AT in that area.
just decrewed. You should focus fire on that squad then. If it had the MG42, it would be really awesome. Artie's coming down. More Artie, my god. Stuka. Was that the Stuka? I think it was. Or was it Firestorm? I wasn't really sure. Oh wow, that Artie just took out the 25 pounder. And the CCS.
Man.
Off maps. What have you done, Racer? What have you done? Just kidding.
I find the Allied fixation on the trench a little bit suspect due to how little success they've had.
Definitely. I think they could have done a lot better. And I think that's partly due to their inability to actually spread out their units and not have them all hit 1 MG at a time. Priest is out in the
They've
field.
essentially given Brother Glacius free reign on the left.
And Hollow's just bringing out a ton of troops. I think he might have just gotten wiped, or he's got a lot of pop, where he's brought out 2 Grenadiers, 3 Grenadiers, a mortar, MG.
Just recruit the MG.
And Hollow's got 3 one-man Shrek squads. I love when that happens. M10's out from Dr. Nick. Otto von Saxony's just brought out 2 Piat squads. I don't see the point. Axis just have not brought out armor. I don't understand why you would need more AT.
No, those Piats seem unnecessary. Though he is RCA Doctrine with the priest on. So he doesn't have a terribly good assault infantry option.
I feel like they've all...
which I think is what they need right now.
I feel like they all just overestimate, like they just all brought out AT to deal with this Stug when it wasn't necessary to bring out that much AT.
Take a look at the middle. Massive number of Grenadiers. Unfortunately running into an MG.
I think with their mortar, they should really not even bother taking the trench. They could just out-mortar it. More arty. Jesus Christ. You know what they say, if at first you don't succeed, call in an airstrike.
Oh, that was I think it was a defensive officer, Raj.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're just really using their arty to full effect. Wasn't really effective that time, but the idea of Aros on Pathfinder is very cool, I gotta say. Considering they can cloak.
It's a good surprise, but since they don't get a cloak bonus,
It's more like,
it's
surprise
not
bitches, and
great.
then they fire their arrows and then they die. Nebel out from Brother Glacius, and he's brought up more Volks. Everybody, Volk party time. Volks are in vogue right now, in vogue.
Look at Halloween on the left. 3 single-man Trek squads.
Yeah, I love it.
Just
There's
let
nothing
them all
quite,
in.
there's nothing quite as cost effective as a one-man Shrek squad.
It's an incredible number of infantry, but given what the Allies have displayed so far, they haven't really been able to show that they've been able to handle these.
Fireflies out from Cayenne. I don't. Why?
Someone
Why?
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 Damn it, is there an Axis tank?
No! I don't understand why
No,
they are
the
bringing out so
stud
much
guy.
anti-tank. Like, it really seems so unnecessary.
Maybe just a sign of running out.
I think maybe
I'm not
he's
sure.
thinking they're
And
gonna
now
bring
the
on a
Axis-
Tiger.
The Shreks are coming over.
Like, they're not gonna face heavy
Now it's
tanks.
destroyed.
2 players are defensive.
It looks like they may soon, or at least some sort of medium or heavy tank.
But you really don't need a Firefly to take on a Panther. In fact, it's probably best not to take on a Panther with a Firefly. Because of its speed. I mean, Fireflies are great against Tigers because Tigers can't accelerate and decelerate so quickly.
Due to some poor management of MGs, the entire left flank is open.
It's collapsed, and the Alex axis is just pushing through.
Almost no infantry to hold it. Keon and Otto have infantry in the middle that are too far away to really support.
There are so many squads right now, they can just focus fire these these allied airborne squads. Oh, wow, that's some good Stukas.
I don't know why there's so many Piat squads, really.
It's unnecessary. I don't
Otto has
understand why
two
they're bringing on
squads
so
of
much
Piats just
anti-tank.
standing there, can't really contribute.
Yeah, I don't understand why they burn on so much anti-tank. It's not needed. And I swear to God, they won't have the anti-tank when they need it at this rate.
No, it's going to be attrition far too quickly.
Well, you know what? We're living up to the name, Ragecast. I'm happy about that. There's always stuff to be angry about.
Keon finally with the commando squad on the far right.
They needed that
Unsupported,
earlier.
though. Looks like it will be pinned by the MG.
And Brother Glacius bringing up another pack. I don't know why.
Likely in response to the Firefly, but considering how many packs they already had,
And I wouldn't bring on a pack to deal with the Firefly. You're better off with Shreks.
No,
Because the Firefly's not going to hit infantry. This recon squad should start sniping these one-man Shrek squads.
It's starting to look like Nick is almost out, considering how he hasn't called on more.
Commandos are on the far
Yes.
right-hand side. They seem
Commandos
bad.
are going far. They're trying to charge that MG, but I think they will get pinned by the second one, as they are unsupported.
Yep, definitely. And that's a lot of munitions down the drain.
Yeah, that MG's already setting up. He needs to run. He's only able to kill 1 unit. And since he was unsupported, they're not going to get really any benefit out of that.
Good Firestorm. Yeah, okay, sorry, not Firestorm. Nebel. Just allies don't know what to do now. I think they're freaking out.
Terribly now.
Yeah, they're freaking out. They don't know
They've
what's
given
going
up too many support weapons.
And Nick is starting to bring out his airborne, which means he thinks he needs to push, but it might be too little too late.
Well, now they're doing a push, finally.
But I don't think they have the right unit composition to take on bunkers and MGs and packs.
No, they don't have enough infantry. They have a lot of support weapons and a lot of Piats. But really 1 commando squad, a partial assault airborne squad, and some unupgraded airborne.
Situation like this, you need a sniper.
Yeah. Sniper would be pretty good to break up the static play.
Another Steward out
Axis
from
are
Saxony.
responding.
Axis don't even need to worry
Big
about
squad
it, to be
of
honest.
Volks Grenadiers flanking them. And I'm just gonna die.
Volks are really kind of like assault infantry when you think about it.
They
Did
could be,
he
especially
just naded his own
where they've
troops!
had no-
Holy crap, Cayenne threw a grenade into a building, trying to throw it into another building. It hit the first building where all of Nick's troops were, and then naded them.
That was pretty poor.
Good Artie. Killed a one-man Shrek squad and dropped a Shrek.
Oh, yep. Axis finally paying for their static.
Good Artie. Good Artie shots. And now the left side is actually looking very weak. There's no anti-tank.
No, but that Stewart is just sitting there.
And Commander's just dropped in the back line, and they're dropping demo charges? Or mines? This is what Kayun likes to do.
I feel like it's a bit late for this, though.
We've got an unupgraded
Also, that's
Puma.
not a very common walkway.
And an upgun Puma now from Brother Glacius, and a sniper out from Halloween.
Sniper's gonna have a good time.
Yeah, definitely. That's a weird place to put a mine, though. Since when do units ever come from there?
Yeah, I don't think they do. But I think he just wants to put it somewhere where he won't be seen placing them.
True.
If it pays off.
35 munitions is not a lot for something that is pretty awesome.
Allies now actually with a good toehold past the trench. If they can handle these grenadiers, they can actually make something happen.
These Pumas are going after this Stuart. They're probably going to kill it. I'm starting to enjoy the use of Pumas. As weird as that sounds.
I think Pumas are good. Relatively cheap, but can be very effective.
My only issue with them continues to be their pop is a bit high. Continue to see Kyan's troops move in the back lines. I think this will have a good psychological effect on the Axis. They'll sort of be worried about what else is in our back lines. The sniper continues to snipe these one-man squads.
Allies still don't have an answer for that sniper.
No, they don't.
I don't see one coming on the field either. It's certainly a number of MGs. I don't know if they'll be able to assault the sniper.
These Pumas got taken out by the Piats. That's pretty unusual.
But he can't chase anymore, or he's going to get attrition too quickly.
Sorry. Unlimited just got a walking wounded squad.
Commander's trying to assault.
More airborne coming down on the trench.
I think Keon needs to back those commandos off. Stands at long range to almost no damage. And he can't afford the losses to snipers fire.
Those Piat commanders have basically gone, that were in the backline, have basically gone all the way around the map. And they take out a Puma. Yep, the left-hand side is collapsed now. The Axis have sort of pulled back into a defensive space.
The Axis are quite clumped around the road.
I think the Allied push managed to sort of like psych them out a little bit, and
it looks like it.
They've just given up trying to fight on the left in response. And a Cromwell's out. That's good. Medium tanks. That's exactly what they need. If they don't rush it into a pack.
Runs into a pack.
Don't stand still. Don't stand still. Oh, sniper got them. Some good Nebbles actually. Staghound out from Kayun.
They do have a recon on me, but I wonder if Halloween will let them snipe them.
Jesus Christ, Brother Glacius with another defensive officer. Can I just say I'm sick of the defensive number of defensive players? Like, I don't care how good Walking Wounded are. That's not a good reason. That's not a valid reason to play defensive, that you want Walking Wounded with MP44s.
I thought that was a terror ability.
Was it terror? I thought it was defensive.
I'm not 100% sure.
I never play terror or defensive, so I'm never sure at all.
It seems like there's been a lot more defensive officers this game, though, than usual.
Allies seem very light on right now. Nick just clumps his troops together. He's not willing to.
Two snipers in the middle just destroyed Keon's lieutenant.
Two snipers now?
Not sure why he's attacking with a captain and a lieutenant in the front.
They gotta lead by example. That's how the British Army works. It's not 10 miles. It's not 10 miles behind the front lines. Cromwell needs to move up. I think rather than attacking the front where you got the pack, the Cromwell should be coming around the side. putting pressure, especially on that Nebel. We got 3 bikes out from 2 bikes and a Flammenwerfer out from Gladgasius, but there's no allied sniper.
Nick, all his airborne are currently right in front of this MG that was recruited.
And they're gonna get hit by the Stuka.
Oh, this is disgusting.
He's dropping a satchel to take out a medic bunker.
The satchels will destroy the bunker, but I think he's taken too many airborne losses to make that worth it.
I think he expected his own MG to do more damage to their MG and sort of negate the possibility of it being suppressed.
No, because that MG was freshly recruited with 3 men.
Oh.
The allied MG would not have killed it quickly enough.
They just can't kill this one-man MG squad.
Also, the Staghound is actually out of range of its own MG.
And that sniper is still there.
You know, Cypher's still there, destroying incredibly vital and expensive assault airborne.
Officer Adi coming down.
There's another Firestorm. Defensive Osterbrush forces him away.
Oh, Saxony needs to push up. He's just been sitting around the place. He needs to move up with his teammates.
Saxony does not have any lieutenants, nor does he have a automatic weapon.
Yep.
And now he runs into an MG, or 2 MGs. I think he's been relying pretty heavily on his howitzer, his priest.
Yeah, definitely.
Without a lot of success. He's got 25 kills, 2 tank kills.
Oh, this Flammenwerfer just killed the commander squad.
Not a huge amount of impact on the map.
Seeing more Volks from a Vulcan Grenadier squad from Unlimited. And more Tommies from Cayenne. Creeping Barrage? I think they could do a lot better if they just...
to be a 25-pounder off map.
Alright. I feel like they could do a lot better if they use Priest against the MGs. I find they just need to focus on the MGs because there's really nothing else to stop them.
The Allies have played a very infantry-heavy game, but it's been stopped at almost every turn by the large amount of Axis MGs.
Or a single mortar to just, you know, smoke.
I don't know that there's been a American mortar. Brit mortars don't get smoke, unfortunately.
Yeah.
There are rifle grenades that should be able to also smoke.
Do you remember when Brit mortars and Brit MGs and Brit 17-pounders were crewed by 2 men? That was the best. It was awesome having a sniper.
Time.
It was the best. A sniper would be so powerful. Yeah, so airborne are moving in. We've got 1, 2, 3 RR squads. And about... This is the best time when airborne works. Stuka's coming down.
Gian, I think, needs to push into the trench.
And take the trench.
In green cover.
Take the trench.
No, they should take it right now. This is their best opportunity.
Adi coming down in the bunker.
Still alive. More airborne dropped.
Like, you look at Brother Glacier's side, it's seen almost next to no combat.
No, it's pretty untouched. I think the Allies would have a better time, actually, if they'd attacked that side. There'd be less open ground. Charge over.
I've got a glitch where one of these airborne squads...
They're charging over this empty space past the trench.
I'm not sure they're going to deal with this MG, the airborne. They're just going to get in the house. That's a lot of airborne. He's rushing them straight into an MG.
Will be able to do. That sniper probably going to start shooting again.
I didn't know how useful that airborne ability where they throw a grenade out of a house would be, but it's actually surprisingly useful.
In this sort of city situations, definitely.
And what do you guess? More fucking Volk squads. I'm not too sure about the whole idea of like having pure Volk squads and pure Grand squads with no upgrades. I don't really see the point. I've never been a fan of bringing Volks and Grens at the same time in one column. I would usually just bring in pure Collins of Volks or pure Collins of Grens. Unless this is my starting column, which is usually very different.
Could be used as sort of just the general line holding.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of having like call-ins like that. Like I've never been liked having just a call-in of stuff, just like pure. I mean, you can do that with Americans' rifles because what else do you have?
Hmm. Well, it gives you the option of recurring with the Vokes or just holding the line with them.
True.
It's not terribly effective at attacking, certainly.
And you see this Panther it's really far back. That's weird. I saw someone...
I think that's purely to discourage more backfield
True.
shenanigans.
I saw someone calling off a pack and a Shrek granite. Something I never even thought about doing, but it's actually a really good idea. Though recently I've been really enjoying Faust. I don't know why. I've been putting Faust on about half my Volks. It just gives you that little bit of a punch to just ward off a tank. And also, most people don't expect you. Go ahead.
Allies are preparing, I think, for another attack. Once again, I want to remind the viewer that the left third of the map is a single Schwimmwagen.
Which, as we know...
I'm not sure that Nick is going for that.
Which, as we know, is the company of heroes equivalent to a nuclear bomb. Schwimmwagens. They're awesome.
Large amount of infantry in the middle.
I'm going to call it for the Axis, to be honest, at this point. I know it's a bit early, but... I do nothing if I do not call it out early.
Otto, trying to push forward. There's always a threat of MGs in the middle.
Priest is
firing.
firing.
Are finally trying to attack on this side, though.
That Artie's coming down on the Stuka, which is probably a bad idea.
Did take a... Actually, I'm not even sure if it took anything out.
Don't think it did. Might just damage that one-man Pioneer squad.
Didn't destroy the... No, but they really needed that to kill the MG so they could have more movement.
Yeah. Or they could just go around. They don't have to go to the front. Nick and I think the rest of them are preparing for an engagement on the right. Saxony's by himself, probably a distraction.
I think they are. Unfortunately, I don't think that Otto should have attacked while the other two were not.
They should be saving up their Artie for like a push.
Pressure on the left. So they can all shift to the right.
It's poor timing, really.
No, it's very poor timing, and it makes me think that there was some degree of miscommunication. Or lack of communication. Now Nick trying to hold the trench with Grand upgraded Airborne.
Yeah, can you tell because they have the +6 next to their name, next to the infantry damage? I've been using that only just recently. I'm not really sure whether or not it's any good. Probably makes a difference. Saxony needs to push up on the left. He should have realized by now there's nothing there.
He's falling back. I'm not sure why he's falling back.
Everybody's falling back. I think they decided to regroup.
And pack.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squads of airborne right now, and 1 Pathfinder.
Looks like he's going to try to snipe that LT. Oh, just out of range.
It's crazy because the Allies are being pushed around with nothing but Volks. Like 1 or 2 Volk squads.
No, yeah, the Allies, the Axis have not used their support weapons very heavily to push up, and yet they're still being able to carry it through.
And each side has got half the map, so someone's got to make a move, unless they just intend to attrition each other out, which I don't think it'll work out well for the Allies.
That's Staghound.
M10 out from Nick. I don't understand this whole bringing out 1 M10 at a time. I've never done that. For some reason, I've always enjoyed just bringing out 2 M10s at once to deal with like a Tiger or something.
In this game, though, there hasn't really been a need for it.
No, and
there still hasn't been a medium or heavier tank.
Yeah, and I think overall as well, the metagame has really moved away from heavies. You're not seeing heavies anymore. With any
No.
degree of, like, regularity like before. Even since before the last big patch. Just everyone's gone for off maps, and munitions have become the name of the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's a massive rifle blob. Airborne blob.
But no assault infantry in that. No Thompsons. So it'll be a lot slower to attack the large amount of support weapons that the Axis have. Keon now trying to push up the left. It's a good idea.
Artie's coming down, I don't know what it took
Unfortunately,
out.
he's unsupported.
He's just swapping sides. See how Keon just seems to be swapping sides, and Brother Glacius is not reacting to his teammates at all. Nick is preparing for his push right now. He's got his M10, all his airborne. Doesn't seem to be any MG to stop him. The MG might have been taken out by the 25
looks like he
pounder.
just got past the pack. This is probably the best opportunity they're going to get.
They need to do a ton of
Otto
damage.
needs the support. There needs to be pressure in the middle so that Nick isn't collapsed on.
I don't think Kayun's already starting to pull back. It was poorly timed.
Yeah, Kayun attacked, I think, too early to Nick.
Let's use a nade to kill a
that-
2-man Pioneer squad. Yes!
Look at that Panther term serving its purpose.
I thought that was way too far back, but apparently
counter
not.
To a backfield M10.
Yeah. They need to push now. They need to push. They need to push with Nick. This is their one last chance, I think. Snipers out from Brother Glacius. That's 3 Shrek Gren squads. Against probably is a lot of airborne.
Keon
with
taking the long
nades.
way around. Otto trying to go in from the middle.
I'd like to have seen some assault nades actually on these Volks if they would have blitzed, but they're not.
Oh, and the sniper cloaks just in time to escape the marksman. Allies really need to get a MG up in the middle area.
I don't think this is going to work out. His airborne have taken too much damage. He's dropping more airborne though. I hear it.
He is. Keon has an MG and some units coming up. Axis actually aren't responding very well.
No, they're
A lot
sort of
the units are
folding.
Still spread out.
They're folding back, but they've
I'm
got
not
to.
actually sure that the Axis have enough units to hold this. I
No.
don't see very much infantry anymore.
We're just
It's
seeing
a
more
lot of,
Volks.
Single man squads.
This
Another
defensive
Volk
artillery
squad
might
going
kill
on.
this airborne squad. Yep, airborne squad goes down, drops an R squad. An R rifle.
Good thing he has more airborne to take him. Oh, but it looks like he's just going to leave him.
We've got bikes out from Halloween, which I think he's out, and there's 3 Stukas in the field. 3 bikes, I think he's out. There's no way, I've not seen an allied sniper.
I don't think there is one. I think we would have seen it by now. Still getting destroyed by that sniper. 41 kills. No
Yeah,
answers.
they've not responded to the sniper once. Not even once.
I did see one recon.
Yes,
ran
there was a
attack.
recon, Tommy. But not...
Unfortunately, that was unsuccessful. Besides from that, I haven't seen American Jeeps.
And Nick, as you know, doesn't have a anti-sniper call-in because he doesn't need one.
It's unfortunate. The snipers killed a lot of airborne. Yeah.
I think even
Keon
Jeeps would be
fighting in
sufficient.
the open.
Another Firefly out, and they've got no Axis tanks. Why? They're just running out of
That's
infantry.
definitely desperation.
And Fireflies, actually, I wouldn't
To be
even
fair,
put them...
The Allies have had a lot of infantry on.
True. And I wouldn't even actually put Fireflies as
It's
good
been
as
the only way they've been able to
Shermans.
sustain these losses.
Like, Fireflies are not even as good as Shermans when it comes to taking out infantry. So I would not even bring them on.
It's not very good at sniping.
No.
The
3 Stukas.
Allies have, however, been able to take out the packs. There's only 1 pack left in Axis possession.
And if you see on the left-hand side, there's nothing stopping this captain and lieutenant from just standing there. The Axis don't have presence. They have a lot of support weapons.
I'm not sure what they're doing though.
No, they've got snipers. They've got
that sniper's coming.
they've got snipers. They've got bunkers. They've got Stukas, but they have one-man squads. But they don't actually have anything that can do damage, like basic mainline infantry. I think they've just been pumping out Volks so often that it's starting to hurt them. Nick's airborne. I've gone back to
Artillery
heal.
firing on the medic bunkers.
Not sure if it's worth it.
Doing good damage, but not really attritioning Axis at all.
And of course, send your Firefly out to kill. That Firefly actually sniped that one-man Grand Squad.
Yeah, that's not
Stand
bad.
corrected. He's gonna pick it up on the
Could
captain.
work.
That's awesome.
It's a good pickup. Much better than the pistol.
No shit. More airborne out from Nick. The Stukas seem to have just missed their mark.
2 new squads of our airborne.
And that sniper's still there. He's still getting
Soon
kills.
to be sniped. He needs to run quickly.
If you don't bring on a counter snipe, your enemy is just gonna keep sniping you all day, and obviously he's gonna get a ton of kills. It just makes sense. It's just rational.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be able to react to to an enemy sniper. 4 Stukas out on the field. Holy shit!
4 Stukas, yeah.
And the
A little
Nebel.
excessive.
I don't know if the Nebel died actually. Might have. I don't know how the Nebel went
Neville,
down.
I think it's definitely not crude. Nevils are much easier to kill than Stukas are.
Oh yeah.
Brother Glacius, 2 more Volk squads.
What they need. That's
which
what they
is
need.
very good. They have a lot of support weapons to pick up. Though, looks like he's going to attack the left, which is completely open. Should push up that swim, actually, to scout a little bit. It's looking to be drawing close to the final engagement.
And it's still really only
Don't
half
see
the map.
Either of these sides having too much.
No. And the trench, as ever, no one's really secured it. It's still a no man's land. Massive airborne. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6 squads.
Keon using that Firefly to the way. Runs into a pack, takes 2 pack shots.
If they bring on a Panther now,
No,
there's
they
really
can
nothing
try.
to stop it. They don't seem to have
that
any AT
Firefly
guns.
will die in 1 shot.
Yeah.
Oh, they had 157 and it's now dead. They do have Rs. They have 4 R squads.
They're gonna go down so quickly. Just 2 snipers though.
Yeah.
All they need is like 1 MG.
Yeah, Stuka's firing again. Surprised that Keon hasn't healed his lieutenant. It's easily one-shottable.
That Commando mortar got taken out.
Stuka's firing again.
He's lucky he didn't. Oh, he hit the Firefly. Didn't seem to do anything there.
I don't think it did.
They're preparing for their last push, I think.
Looks like Nick's calling on more airborne.
Oh shit.
Final calling.
How can you tell?
The priest is very far up. I don't know why it is.
Yeah, I
Almost
noticed
in
that.
pack range.
32 kills. That's decent.
3 packs on the field though.
The allies can't sit around the place.
Should back off. They need to back off now.
Between the
There's
3
fire there.
Stukas.
The packs will destroy them.
Sorry, 4 Stukas. Another Firefly out from Kayan. Holy shit. Must have pulled off the original Firefly.
Sniper, 50 kills. No signs of stopping.
No, not when you have no counter sniper.
At this point, I think it's looking fairly hopeless.
1 Stuka's got 23
Oh,
kills and 1
Firefly
tank kill.
Gets destroyed.
The rest of them
Pack
pretty much have done nothing.
Nope.
The allies need to make 1 decisive push. That's it. That's all it will take.
Together. If they don't, they will lose.
The Axis don't
They
have that much.
enough.
I'm counting 1, 2 squads of Volks, 3 squads of Volks. That's it. That's all they've got mainline wise.
No, they need to attack now. The airborne also need to group and attack now. Otherwise, they're playing completely into the hands of the Axis. Because the Axis just want to sit here and Stuka them all day.
And they're being Stuka. Like, he just lost a captain to a
Captain.
Stuka.
Captain and then almost the entire squad.
Nick's off by
Probably.
himself. Yeah, I think this is it. I don't think Kyan has anything left.
Attack up there, but Nick's allies are essentially out of infantry.
He doesn't have enough airborne to take
more
on
squad
these
coming
many
on
squads
17.
of Volks, I think.
No.
Unless he has nades.
At this point, I'm not sure that he would.
And you know what I find
Fairly
surprising?
okay.
I don't see any MGs on the field. There are no Axis MGs left.
There are actually many that are uncrewed.
Yep, there
It
are.
looks like Brother Glace is just keeping his Vokes together to fight.
Priest might go down. Got some Shrek Grens.
Sniper just took a shot at the LT. Suka firing again. I think Nick has waited too long. Keon and Otto have both been attrition heavily in the last 2 minutes.
This is it. The Axis are preparing for a big
attack.
push from the center. Nick's coming in from the left, but he's having second thoughts.
Nick just ran into a mine. He's been exposed.
Definitely. And now the Axis are moving up with their 2 snipers.
Keon is now fighting with just officers in the Firefly. Don't see this going well against 3 packs.
And the Priest is firing, but on nothing. He needs his Priest to really focus fire, unless he took out the sniper, did he?
No, that
he
Priest
didn't.
needs to fire on this infantry, but he won't be able to now.
He keeps wasting his barrages.
Firefly is there.
And this is such a good target for the Stukas
Everyone
now.
is there.
4 Stukas. They could easily cover all
Everyone
of the
needs to
locations.
Actually, they need to charge right now, actually. There's nothing really stopping them. But
Stukas are
he knows
preparing to
he's gonna pull
fire.
back. He's going to pull back and give more free hits.
He can't time this because they'll have enough Stukas that they could, for a minute, they could have continuous fire every like 5 or 10 seconds.
At this point, I think the game has been lost. If Nick had been able to charge, and if Otto and Keon had been able to support at that moment, and hopefully he would have been able to run over the sniper.
Yeah,
That was
sometimes
actually a large amount of the Axis fighting.
Yeah.
Fighting power.
sometimes you just need the
but they
balls.
haven't.
You just need the balls to just commit. Just commit.
Yeah.
You know what? If you're going to lose units, you're going to use your units, but it was worth it. It was worth a try.
Yeah, due to his hesitation, they took a couple more pack shots, and the sniper got a couple more kills.
Or they could let the Axis come into their lines and then use the buildings. Which could be possible. If they just take out 1 or 2 units at a time. Because the Axis seem to be all on field. Like, everything they have on field is everything they have. So technically, on paper, they should be able to win.
17-pounder going to be destroyed. 2 snipers just having their way with these Brit infantry.
Nothing to stop them.
I know.
If anything, the 17-pound is actually a waste of manpower. Like, I literally...
That 17-pounder served no purpose.
Can you count the number of Axis tanks we saw? We saw 1 Stug, 1 Ostwind. That's all I remember.
2 Pumas.
Oh yes, the Pumas.
And
That's nothing.
That's really been it. I haven't seen any.
Yeah, amongst 3 Axis players, 3 Wehrmacht players, that's fucking crazy.
Oh, there's... Yeah.
This
Sniper
game-
approaching 60 kills.
This game would be completely different if just one of them had a counter snipe.
At this point, the Allies have no momentum. Nick has pulled very far back.
He's more afraid of his
Brits are
vet than
running
anything
with
else.
officers. It looks to be, but he has pretty healthy squads. He could have done something.
Holy shit, there's a
I think
5th
it's-
Stuka. How can there be that many Stukas?
Nick trying to make some sort of play.
I mean,
He's not going to have any support now. Keon is down to 2 units.
and there's an MG there.
Otto has slightly more.
The most he can hope for is the Axis overextending.
Unfortunately, running into this MG is going to be the death of him.
Thankfully, he's got a couple of
He's
squads
gonna
moving in
have to
opposite
burn
opposite
fire
direction.
up, which is going to make him... Sorry, say that again?
There's more Volks. Good
Oh, there's
nade.
more Volks.
Good nade. But fire up. they'll be slow, and they'll be perfect target for a Stuka.
And at this point, the snipers are actually very far away from the main force.
Oh, wow. They might... Oh, but the snipers are coming back.
There's two snipers. There's two snipers on these slow infantry now.
This is Firefly sitting back, not doing anything.
You shouldn't really even be attacking the pack. The pack poses no threat to him. You need to go for the snipers, but they
Or
have
for
no
the
fire
infantry.
to kill them.
Snipers this RR squad is chasing the sniper. He's just got 2 Rs. I would just stand and fight. The Rs are not going to hit the sniper. Probably.
I think the sniper actually takes the accuracy penalty at close range.
Like, all he needs to do is get these airborne squads down to 1 man.
That was almost completely pointless.
And he actually got that airborne squad. That's funny.
Airborne now amongst the Stukas.
But they got no way to deal with the
Finally
snipers.
killing one. No, that sniper's
He's going to lose all
destroy.
his vet.
I foresee him pulling off that Vet 3 squad very soon.
He's going to get sniped out, though. Come on, snipe him. Ah, he missed.
He has no real way of killing them.
Yep, and the
He's
allies
very
are pulling
lucky
off.
to snipe on the RR. No, he's done. That's it. Keon down to just an captain after losing the Firefly. The Shreks.
Wow, this game was definitely winnable by the Axis, or the allies. At many points.
I think... Oh, the captain sniped by Shreks at long range. Unfortunate.
That's just the cherry on top of the shit ice cream sundae.
Allies, or Axis have surprisingly few units.
I'm surprised they got as attrition as they
Very
did,
few units.
considering how hard the allies pushed and how failed their... Finally, someone's actually put wire in front of this goddamn trench. Holy shit.
But too late. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that wire could have been so much more useful earlier.
I think the game was lost due to the Allies' lack of focus. And
Definitely.
lack of communication.
And timing.
Because, the Axis really didn't communicate all that much better. You could see that their lines were a little bit disorganized, especially with their responses to attacks.
Also, you really don't need to communicate when you're defending, because they're coming to you.
Right.
If you know what I mean, you know? When you're attacking, then you're kind of making your presence felt, where when you're defending, you're just taking the hits. Hollow's sniper, which was uncontested throughout the entire game, is up to 64 kills. One of the Stukas, I think, was up to 27 kills before it got killed.
The other Stukas actually have very low kill counts.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised at how little they actually did. They were definitely I think they were very psychological in that you were afraid to stand still because you're afraid of being stupid.
Right. As soon as you heard the noise, yes. More Grenadiers coming on field.
Anyway, I think I'm going to end it now because it's probably over. That was a weird game, I thought. Very sort of static, but at the same time also very aggressive, while also being static. And at the start we saw just a shit ton of off-maps. God, so many defensive officer barrages and firestorms. To good effect. But GG. Thanks for joining me, Razor. That was fun.
No, GG.
See you guys next time.